Hey guys, Alchemist here. So I hope you've had a wonderful week so far. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to be jumping onto the charts. I will still do the outlook this weekend. But today's video, as promised in last weekend's outlook, I'm just going to go through a Notion template that I've created, which all you guys can go ahead into the description below and download this. I'm not going to ask anyone to put down their email or anything like that. This is just simply just a free template if you guys want to use it. Customize it to yourself. Make sure that you're tracking the habits that are important to you, as I think this is really going to be something which will help you progress and hopefully see some more success into your life. So we'll start off and we're going to look at the main mission section here. Okay. And so what this was, it was just randomly a thought that I had come to my mind last week. And I wasn't really that much of a gamer, but I did still play GTA and Assassin's Creed and things like that. And was sort of just thinking along those lines. And you know, in those games, there's going to be main missions that you need to do to progress throughout the actual career mode. Then there's always going to be side quests, like in Grand Theft Auto, there'd be like the drag races, assassinations, all that kind of stuff that you could do to get extra percentage towards the completion of the game. But doing them on their own wasn't actually going to allow you to finish the game. To finish and win the game, you needed to do the main missions. And so I was sort of looking at my life and trying to think, what are my main missions and what are things that are just side quests? Just to allow me to know what I should be prioritizing and what are some things that are going to be nice to do, but they're not going to be helping me achieve what my actual life's goal is. And then just like I do with market structure in terms of its fractal nature, we can use this not just for our lives, but just for our day as well. So what I do personally, I'm a bit old school with this particular thing. I like crossing off tasks by hand. But what I'll do is in the beginning of the day, I'll write down the to-dos that I need to do that day. So I'll list them all out here. And then I will then allocate what is the main mission and what is just going to be a side quest. With my main mission, I like to have a maximum of 3 per day, right? What are the 3 things? It could just be one thing, it could be 2, maximum 3. What are the 1 to 3 things that if you achieve these today, you can say that you've won the day? You do this for a week, you do this for a month, eventually you'll hit all your targets, right? So just jot down, do a brain dump, everything that I need to do today. And then once you've tagged them here, you can then move them across into what's going to be the main mission and what's going to be the side quest. This is how I personally do it. You don't have to go through putting them into the to-dos and then move them across. If you know what your missions are going to be, just write them straight in. I just wanted to list out everything that I needed to do. And then off the back of that, decide what's the most important, what should take priority. So I can put that as my main mission. And then I can still have my side quests to the side as well. So that's one thing. The other thing that I've done is I've created this here. It looks very simple. It did take me a very long time to set it up. But essentially these here are templates to start a new week and a new month. So say for example, we just click new week. We'll get this here and you can just drag that into the to-do. And then if we were to start off next week, which would be starting the, next week starts the 3rd of October. So we could come in here, rename this week starting 0310. And then at that point, we can drag it from the to-do to the in progress. And then in here, we'll show you this one here. This is for this week currently. I've got all my personal tasks or habits that I need to do. So 6,000 steps. It's not a huge number. I still struggle to hit that sometimes. You can see Tuesday, I didn't hit 6,000 steps. A lot of my time spent in front of the computer. I train 6 days a week, but besides being at the gym, the rest of my time is pretty much in front of a screen. Doing my affirmations, exercising, doing some housework, journaling, something that I've been doing for the past 2 years and I'll never ever stop. Reading a minimum of 10 pages, listening to a minimum of 15 minutes of an audiobook or a podcast, praying, meditating, reflecting, having that time to yourself to just sit down and look back at the day or plan for the day ahead. My skincare, sticking to my meal plan and walking my dog. Okay, so they're the personal things that I need to do. In terms of running the business for Millennial Wealth Group, I am also doing 1 to 2 hours a day of content creation, an hour of education for myself every day as I want to keep growing and adapting and progressing further. End of day markups, which I've definitely been lacking on. So apologies to everyone in the community. Everything will be ramped up from next week as I get back into live trading. Instagram posts, Instagram stories, the London Outlook, as well as the New York Outlook. So that's the week. And then what I've got done up here is I'm going to rate myself as to how I think I went throughout the week. So in terms of the personal habits as well as the business. So if I click here, we've got excellent, if I'm content with what I've done, if it was acceptable, or if it was unacceptable. Okay. And when it's unacceptable, then I know that I have to change something for the week moving forward. So they're the weekly ones. But then I also noticed there were things that I did on a fortnightly basis. There were things that I did on a monthly basis. And I was just trying to work out a way to track it all. So I've also created the new month template. So if we get rid of this, click here for the month, and then we can drag that month up into here. When it's ready, then for example, as October starts, we can come in here, name this October, caps lock. I've got full blown OCD. And then in the October month, there's going to be things that I want to do weekly. So one fun thing a week, going to the dog park, reflective time alone, seeing the fam, the Sunday Millennial Wealth Group Zoom, training with my dad, which I do once a week. We go off and do a personal training session together where I'll PT him, and then we do a spa and sauna session as well. And then I was actually supposed to take this out for the video, but vacuuming and mopping. So my girlfriend, she does the majority of the housework, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm just trying to sort of keep up. So I'm making sure that I'm going to be tracking that in here, as when it's in here, I know it's going to get done. With my daily to-do list, for example, I tell my girlfriend if she wants me to do something, just come and write that down on that piece of paper and I'll make sure it's done, because I have now become addicted to ticking off my goals and ticking off my habits. And if it's on there, it will get done. And then weekly for Millennial Wealth Group, we have a Sunday Zoom. We also have a Thursday night Zoom. I need to do the Xero reconciliation, so the bank accounts, as well as YouTube videos. Fortnightly, wash my car, catch up with a friend at least once a fortnight, date night, of course, and haircut, which I just got today, so I can tick that off for this fortnight. And then monthly, I'm also doing a business review. I'm completing one book a month and doing the lawn mowing. So that's really pretty much everything that's a consistent day-to-day or week-to-week or fortnight or monthly task. I do still, of course, have ad hoc daily tasks, which I use a paper planner for. So it's just something that I got from, I think it was Kiki K. And so it's just a simple to-do list. Then it's got priorities and for later. So that's actually what I use for my main missions and my side quests. But of course, now with the Notion template, I will be moving to doing everything digitally. And I implore you to do the same if you think that something like this could benefit you. Of course, you'd come in here and change a few of these up. I'll probably change a couple for you before I upload the template for you to be able to download. But I just thought something a little bit different, and I genuinely think this will help. Once I started habit tracking, it was a real life changer for me, a game changer. Everything has sort of gotten better since that point. I've looked in my journals as to things I wanted to work on for later that I couldn't yet achieve. And looking back at for the past 18 months, the few that were consistent, I've now ticked them all off. So it's just, as you actually put these into action, as you write them down and you create that drive, or you give your brain a target to aim for, you're more likely to actually achieve it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that you do download this and get some benefit from it. If you do want to see more videos like this, please do let me know. This is just scratching the surface. Once the self-mastery course is out by the end of the year, it's going to be a literal game changer. So that'll be on top of the Forex education course. So everyone that's in the foundations will be receiving it for free. There's 3 or 4 places left on Foundations 50, which will also be receiving the self-mastery course, as well as the financial fundamentals course for free. After those 50 spots are taken, each additional course will cost an additional cost. So please do make sure you get in. The link to join is below. I've also got my email on YouTube as well. If you do have any questions or you want to know more about what's in the course, please let me know. I'll probably do a video as well soon, just as a walkthrough of the course itself, just so you can see how everything's structured and everything like that. But as always, have any questions, please let me know. I look forward to speaking to you all soon, and I'll also get a video up for you this weekend on the market outlook. Thank you, and I hope you have a great weekend.